Welcome to this edition of From the Desk of Greg Sansom. Well, spring is upon us and we eagerly await the rain to come and wash away all this dust that we're all experiencing. Right, so what do we talk about today? Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome all our new clients that we've just re-intermediated. So this is the way that I communicate with you on a month-to-month basis. It's better than a mailer. Effectively, it's just a normal YouTube video that I send out. We talk about Liberty products and we talk about your Stanlib investment, and we have a bit of fun in doing it. As you can well appreciate, I'm no TV presenter, so if I make a mistake from time to time and get the words wrong, please forgive me. That's not quite why you employ me. Right, so let's talk about what's happening at Liberty. So every year this time, we come up with one or two specials just to get us through the business end of the year. And the actuaries and analysts really have outdone themselves this year, because what they've come up with is what we call a medical premium waiver. Now, this medical premium waiver is effectively there as a clip-on to your existing life insurance policy. Now, what does it do? It simply says that when the main life assured actually passes, Liberty steps in and pays the medical aid contribution of whatever medical aid you're on, okay, for a period of 10 years. So let's just repeat that. So when the main life assured passes, Liberty steps in and pays the medical aid contribution for his spouse and up to 8 kids for the next 10 years. This is a fantastic benefit to actually have. And as you well can imagine, that when a person passes, your single biggest expense when you retire, and in turn your budget nowadays, is your medical aid. So you can assure yourself that if the main life assured should pass, at least the medical aid has been paid for the next 10 years. A nice part about this is it pays to the surviving spouse, she on a month-to-month basis, a sum of money, which then looks after the premium, which in turn gets charged, which in turn gets charged from whichever medical aid she belongs to. Again, I repeat, it's up to 8 kids, and what we've done is we've also put up to 8 adults too, or adult dependents, which is also very unique to the market. So medical premium waiver, we'll be contacting you shortly. I think we should have a look at it. It makes good sense. It works to different levels. For example, level A will be 2,500. There's a premium charge for that 2,500. Level B is 4,500. There'll be a premium charge for that. And level C is 7,000. Not that expensive. Might cost you 200, 300, 400 Rand a month, but it makes absolute good sense. We'll have a chat about it later this month, and let's make some good decisions. Rightio, let's talk about Stanlib and the market. So as I'm recording this right now, the good minister, Letseka, has actually decided to leave interest rates unchanged. More about that in a few minutes. Let's do a quick recap. JSE down 3% still for the year. Still can't find that magic number. Still can't come out year-to-date square as from January 2018. Rand to the dollar, as I record this right now, is 14.40. The rand to dollars all over the place, emerging market currency, and it's really affecting us. So what's good in the market at the moment? Two things. Yesterday we saw that our CPI number came out at 4.9% as opposed to 5.2%. Now, to refresh your memory, CPI, Consumer Price Index, in other words, the cost of things going up out there, believe it or not, everybody's expecting CPI to be 5.2, well, it was 4.9. And I got really excited about this number because as things go up, your disposable capital becomes obviously less and less. And with CPI being at 4.9 as opposed to 5.2, it takes pressure off South African Reserve Bank to actually increase the interest rates. Are you with me? And if they increase the interest rates, what's going to happen is they're going to stall this economy. Seeing Letseka's response today to say, let's keep interest rates the same, says to me that he's happy with CPI and he's going to give this economy a fighting chance. We need to. Interestingly enough, I had a look at some of the sectors that were the most expensive with regards to your grocery bill making up the CPI. There was one or two little items that were quite surprising. For example, cold beverages were up 10.5%. Vegetables were up 8.9% as opposed to last year. Believe this or not, they were actually 3.3% less. Spirits up 7.4%, wine 6.1%, meat up 5.3%. Fish 5.2 and dairy 3.7. So those are the items that make up your, let's call it your basic grocery bill. And that's the kind of numbers that you're actually facing in terms of an increase on a month-to-month basis. So where we are with the market, we're staying committed. We always buy you quality stock. Bonds are still the place to be as far as we're concerned. Cash has outperformed equities now for the third year. Thank goodness we have a fair amount of bonds and cash inside our portfolios. For those of you that are buying these stocks on a month-to-month basis, we're buying quality at a really good price. The JSE, we believe, is fair value. In fact, it's now gone to cheap. But happy with the CPI number that came through. And let's wait and see. Hopefully we get a bit of a December Christmas run and all those portfolios start looking great. So from me, Greg Sansom, I'd like to say thank you very much for your support and your business. If there's anything that myself and my office can do, we're in standby. And be safe, and we'll speak to you shortly. Thank you very much. Greg Sansom signing out.